Oh, no, I like the work you are doing because when I was at the Hostels Community College, I did like 200 hours for community work without pay, and then I know what I learned from there. I was able to meet a lot of uh, government official. We clean up some parks, and then even soup kitchen. We were providing food for homeless, and it's something that I don't know how to say it. There is no price on that when you're giving back to your community. So that's very
Exactly.
good. Yeah.
And I think what happens is that when people give back, there's so much negativity that sometimes comes with what people think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
So to me, using social media kind of come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of, and then you get opportunity from putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Being on social media has allowed me to travel, has allowed me to, cover events in New
Yeah.
York. You know, it's brought so much opportunities to me.
Yeah.
It's for more positive than negative.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that if you don't know how to use it will be against you. So that's
Yes,
why I like the word effectively, that you use it, how
exactly.
to use social media
And you see
effectively.
how that's bigger
Yeah,
than all the other words.
yeah,
Effectively is in
effectively,
capital
yeah.
letters.
Okay, so where do you want to see this workshop in 5 or 10 years from now?
Well, in 5 or 10 years, we may not even be using social media.
Yeah.
So that's the
No,
point.
I
The
totally
point
agree with
is,
you. Yeah.
no, but the point is how to use whatever's happening at the time, whatever market trend is happening, utilizing it. So the same technique will apply.
Yeah.
So where I see myself in 5, 10 years, I would like to be teaching future community access producers at all of the public access networks how to, once they get their certification, now to use social media or marketing
Okay.
to market their show that they're producing on public access. That
Okay.
is my goal.
Okay, so what is your opinion on why the African and American community focuses on organizing more cultural events than economic, educational, or political events?
Ooh, you asking me a personal opinion, Baki.
Yeah.
People might not like what I got to say.
Yeah.
um,
Go
I
for it.
think it's easier. I think, unfortunately, that's why you got to sneak in the good messages in community cultural events.
Yeah.
Because I think people, unfortunately, are more concerned about having fun. When it comes to politics, when it comes to organizational um, community, like activism work, it requires work. And a lot of people are talkers.
Yeah.
They don't want to put in the work.
It's true.
So if you go, for example, right now, we just went up to Albany, what, 2 weeks ago for the advocacy for public access, right?
Yes.
So Bronxnet, as community producers, to have a voice and come up.
Yeah.
Now, if we don't come up and participate and have a voice, then we lose a service that we're actually benefiting from.
Yeah.
But if you don't see that being important because you don't want to take the time out of your day, or it's too early on the bus, or whatever the reason, and when the funding gets cut,
Yeah.
then you don't have anything to say because you weren't involved in the process of fighting to keep your show on air.
It's true.
So that's an example of being involved when it comes to the political part of why I think the African American community or the African community don't involve themselves as much. Because when you see the other cultures,
Communities.
the Asian culture, the Latin culture, even the homosexual community, they're fighting with each other. They're protesting with each other. They're in the trenches together. What I see about us is a lot of parades
Yeah.
and a lot of uh, what is it?
Yeah,
Um,
dancing clubs,
we
right?
do we do we'll march. but we marched with no action. If that makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. But as for me, what I just want to add before we conclude the show is that I know a lot of people, even in my African communities here, they love cultural events. So like the work you do right now, what about going to those kind of events and teach them, or even have like 5 or 10 minutes after the event and talk about the benefits on how they can come together and work as business wise and be interested on political arena, so something like that.
Well, I'll give an example. A few weeks ago, I went to BAM for Memorial Weekend, Dance Africa, out in Brooklyn. And I think what happens is, I'll give an example. Jehovah's Witnesses was out there. And Jehovah's Witnesses, they hadn't been out there ever. They didn't know about this experience.
Yeah.
And they always preaching about paradise and what perfection looks like. So they use their ministry to say, well, wow, look at how beautiful Dance Africa is. What if we lived in a society that was like this all the time, every day? So that's an example of how you can cover something, be at an event, and in your conversations with others, or like how I do a commentary, express not just the love and the good time of being together, but what it would look like when we're all actively involved in making this beautiful.
Okay, so Ms. Catherine Warren, you see how the time is going very fast.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we are almost at the end of our show, and I'm waiting for your last word. Or even something that I didn't ask you that you want to share with our viewer.
Africa is awesome.
Okay. Like also Africa.
Africa is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm going back.
Okay.
But I think I just want you guys to follow me online. Miss Kitty Rose 1 on all social media networks. Come and support me and come see my show. Check out all the things I'm doing in Harlem. Watch the next chapter Saturdays at BronxNet at 11 o'clock. You know, just follow me, man, because I am you. So what I'm going through is what all of you are going through. I'm just more colorful about it.
Okay, I really like your energy and the work you do for the community. Thank you so much. Don't give up. I always tell you, Miss Katrina, don't give up. What you are doing, people are benefiting. Okay, so thank you so much for coming.
Because I need that. Don't get it wrong. We need encouragement. So thank you for that.
No problem. Okay, unfortunately, we have reached the conclusion of today's show. We would like to thank our guest, Miss Katrina Warren, a.k.a. KD Rose, for stopping by, and of course, you, our viewers, for tuning in. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Prie que si tu veux avoir quelque chose que tout le monde n'a pas, faut faire quelque chose que tout le monde ne fait pas.
When you met the can of Borona, so when Gamo, the more when you bang me, Simona, Sinja Monga Bembelido, Papa Sinja Maza, Manaka de King, Papa Sinja.